toothpaste is really minty, isn't it? Oh, Mr. Man from me, I wouldn't know about that, like, I've never used the stuff, I can't afford it, like. Barry, if you did some better work in the garden, then maybe my mummy and daddy would pay you. I mean, why are you even in the house? Pull your trousers up and leave me alone. For goodness sake. Hello, peeps, popes, and paparazzi. I'm beginning to realise just what a star I'm becoming. I've received a lot of lovely little messages from you peeps, desperate to know more about who I am. So let's get into some of them now. Man, we know you're an actor debonair, an entrepreneur extraordinaire, a life coach full of care. But if you dare tell us who's really there, buried amongst each fair layer. You have nice hair. Oh, that's a nice one, isn't it, peeps? Here's another. Who the fuck are you? Yeah, it's a bit more blunt, but it's the same kind of message. You know, I love how different and individual each of my fans are. It's amazing. Now, I received another message this morning that I really wanted to share with me because it really meant a lot to me. Let me read that for you. Please send us good quality pics of your nipples. I need to have like all of your nipples in my life. Do you have any nips tips? Well, let me tell you, Nipples Delight, you're going to get a signed picture of these two bad boys in the next day or so. But as for the rest of you, here is who Man FromBoyé really is. Now, I've been worldwide super duper famous before. I was on an episode of Dragon's Den around about 5 years ago. I tried this new tuna cheese and baked bean sandwich that particular morning. The beans soaked to the bread and burnt my hand. To this day, I can't touch tuna, baked beans or cheese. But I wasn't going on Dragon's Den to try and get their money. I wanted to make them aware of an issue that is potentially terrifying. So, my idea was as follows. What if men and women that had lost their virginity a little bit later in life, say around the age 40, but they'd suddenly have this awakening of sexual desires, but they then wanted to experience all the things they missed out on when they were younger. Like say they wanted to experience the first kiss with a 12-year-old or having sex with a 15-year-old, because those are the ages where you do those things for the first time. So, my idea was that we find out where these people stay. We would find children that we'd get children we tastefully selected due to their sexiness and send them to the doors. If the person within tried to lure the child in, we would swoop. Now by swoop, I mean that we would be across the road with a live, starved wild tiger in a poorly ventilated and very cramped van. Upon hearing the scream of the child, we would then release the tiger from captivity. And this is where everything started to go wrong. The dragon started asking me loads of questions like, why are you naked? Why is everything so disproportionate? Why does your hand smell of burnt baked beans? And what are you doing to prevent the child being savagely torn apart by your tiger? So I just stared at them blankly. I can't give in. Having a man-eating vicious tiger has always been a key part of my business plan. But I was lost. I was lost in my own thoughts. And they kept firing questions at me like, Your mum was a filthy whore, wasn't she? Why are you such a pathetic piece of shit? And the worst of all, how are you going to get the tiger back into the van? Well, at that moment, I was panicking. So I tried to draw a picture of what the sexy child would look like. And this is the picture I drew. It's pretty accurate, I'd say. Yeah. So I told them. I said, well, we have a system in place for that. You know, pss, 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 here boy, pss, 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 you know, to get the tiger back into the van. Then I realised that was ironic, as, you know, that's probably the same language that the paedophile would use to attract the boy child. That didn't go down well. And then came the hammer blow. What if the tiger got a taste for flesh and blood and came after us? I hadn't thought about that. There was about a minute of awkward silence before one of the dragons came on and started spitting at me. Then another one of them, who had been taking a shit uncomfortably close to me, picked the shit up and put the shit over his pile of money, picked up the shitty money, a big wad of it, and then threw it towards my genitalia area. I mean, I dropped to my knees and started crying. And then another one of them, you know, they began to sing, you know, unmistakably, a reggae version of the Beatles' hit Yellow Submarine. You know, I can still vividly remember it. It went something like this. We're all living in the yellow submarine. What? The yellow submarine. Way, the yellow submarine. One more time. We're all living in the yellow submarine. What? The yellow submarine. Oh, the yellow submarine. And suddenly, through the madness, this voice rang out. And it was one of the dragons offering me the full amount of money that I'd asked for, but for a different percentage of the business. Now, I'd initially went in there looking for £300,000, but for 97% of the business. And they had offered me the full amount, the 300,000, but I'd asked for 12% of the business. So I swiftly declined their insulting offer on the spot. They said that they liked the idea of mauling the paedophile, but they didn't want their names associated with paedophilia again. So I just walked out of there. I mean, does that episode ring any bells with you peeps at all? Oh. You know, what happened that day inspired me to become the man I am now. Look at me. I'm minty. I'm minted. I'm a man. I am the man. Now you know all about me. Follow me, peeps, pops and paparazzi. No! Barry!
Oh,
no!
Oh, sure, I've got this knife.
Put the knife down.
I've always wanted to find out what it's like to be stabbed.
Put the knife down.
Do you know what? I'm going to do it.
No. Don't plunge it deep into your gut and hold it in there until the pain becomes death. You have so much to live for. What about the lollipops? You love licking the lollipops. There's so many lollipops out there that still to be licked.
Lollipops, I love them.
Just put the knife down, Barry, and we can lick them together.
They taste really nice. Oh,
the sweet flavours. Licking each other's
juicy
fingers,
flavours.
free of the
I love
sticky
it.
residue, and then gulping it down. You love doing that, Barry. You love it.
Oh, God.
Now put it right
You want
down.
to put it knife down, right?
There's nothing I can't do, peeps, popes and paparazzi. I am going places. Oh no, God, he stabbed himself in the leg. Oh, Mr. Man from FromBoyé, please. Oh, it's really hurting. I didn't mean to stab myself like. Oh, there's a lot of blood coming out it like that now. Do you think you'd need to give me a kiss at laugh, or do you think you'd phone an ambulance? I don't know which one I'd prefer, to be honest. Oh, what? Are you filming your little television programme? Oh, your little light still flashing on camera there. Does that mean it's still recording? Am I going to be famous?